Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is kind of a random February video. It's favorites and fails and product updates. I promised you guys I would update you on a few things in this video, so I'm going to do that. And I have a few non-beauty favorites that I'm throwing in this video too. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and thumbs up this video before we start. I'm going to start off with my random things that have nothing to do with beauty. I do have everything in my phone. Actually, with my first favorite. I use a note-taking app on a daily basis. This is not from just this month. I have been using this for however long this app has been out is probably how long I've been using it. But I was prompted to put it in my February favorites because I told a friend about it this week and I was raving about it and telling her how I use it every single day and what it was. I got her on board and then I looked for it and then I felt terrible because when I got it, it was free and it's now $3.99. But when I tell you I use it multiple times a day, every single day of my life, to me, the cost of a cup of coffee is worth it if you are using it every day. And the app is called Awesome Note. If you are a list maker, if you are a note taker, if you would like to have a file cabinet and list that you carry around with you always, this is the app for you. I love it. I'm gonna try and put some screenshots up here and show you what it does. It's basically file folders and lists within file folders, and you can organize those lists however you want to. You can have them be check-off boxes, you can have them be regular lists, you can import photos. I use this for everything. I have a file for computer where I keep passwords. I have one for my kids if they need passwords stored. I have one for my channel, video ideas, my favorites and fails, Instagram posts I need to do, giveaways. I mean, it's just amazing the kind of things that you can put in here. You can also lock some of the folders if you have, say, gift ideas that you don't want anybody getting into. You can have a password for those folders. I live and breathe by this app, and to me, $3.99 is worth it. I'm not affiliated with these people at all. I just realized how much I use this and that I needed to tell you guys about it. My friend came up to me last night at Brooke's play. Brooke is my 12-year-old daughter. She's in a play this week. She came up to me last night and raved about it and told me how much she loved it and how much she did not care that it was $4 and that she has already used it a ton, and I think she's had it 3 days. So if you are a type A list maker, organizer like I am, you might want to check this little app out. I think it's great. I don't think I could live without it. The second thing is a show and book. I read this book several years ago when it first came out. It was on the bestseller list for years after that, and that is 11/22/63. It's by Stephen King. I think a lot of people steered away from it because it's Stephen King and all he writes is scary books, which is not true. This is a suspenseful kind of sci-fi, but it's not really sci-fi. It has to do with JFK's assassination and there's time travel involved. So if you're a Lost fan, if you're a fan of Stephen King's works like The Green Mile and Stand By Me and those types of Stephen King things, you would probably like this. Or if you like historical fiction, this is gonna be up your alley. The book is long and it's worth every page of the read, I think. So I read the book years ago. I finally watched the miniseries on Hulu last week. There's only 8 episodes. It's James Franco, and I was a little skeptical of him playing this dramatic role because he's not really a dramatic actor. He did a great job and the series was done really well. I enjoyed it. I kind of felt like every time I went to bed after I finished watching a show, I felt like I was back in the book. Even though there were some changes, there had to be, I just felt like I was there. I was all in. If you read the book, you may want to watch that series. It's a case where I think it's done well. I know Stephen King has not been happy with some of the adaptations of his books. I think this is one where he's actually been happy with it. Another thing that's not beauty related, I am a big fan during the holidays of the Starbucks caramel brulee latte, and when it goes away, I get really sad, and I've had 2 different baristas tell me a close substitution is half and half white mocha and toffee nut, and I have been doing that combination in my lattes, and I've been really liking it. So if you're a fan of the caramel brulee, try half white mocha, half toffee nut. It's gonna vary the number of pumps based on the size you get. And I always get my lattes with no foam. If you have never thought about doing that, do that because you get more latte in your cup if they eliminate the foam. Little tip there for you. So anyway, those are my non-beauty related faves of February, and we can move on to beauty. This little Makeup Revolution concealer, it's supposed to be a dupe for Shape Tape. I do not think it's a dupe for Shape Tape, but I do like it. The wand is not quite as large as Shape Tape's wand. This is shade C4. That's what I'm using under my eyes. If you know my Shape Tape shade under my eyes, it is light medium honey. My foundation shade list is on my blog, so you can see what shade I wear in foundation. I wear light medium and Shape Tape on my face. I've been wearing C5 on my face in this. I prefer this under my eyes. It doesn't do as good of a job covering on the face, which is why I do not think it's a Shape Tape dupe. I need a corrector underneath my eyes with this always. I don't feel like I always need a corrector with Shape Tape. It covers well, and I feel like it's a little more hydrating than Shape Tape. I also have a little bit more time to work with it. So I do like it, but I don't think, for me at least, it's a Shape Tape dupe. And I'm pretty particular about my concealers. If you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know I am a concealer, I would say connoisseur. That's not the right word I'm looking for, but I'm picky and I do inspect my concealers that I try out thoroughly. I just realized a couple days ago that I did not ever put this Color Science Total Eye in any kind of a video. It's all messy, it's all gross, and I have talked about this in probably maybe 8 or 9 videos now. It's the color corrector that I have been using consistently every single day. It also has SPF. It also treats your under eyes. It also moisturizes and it corrects. It is not cheap. I don't care because it does a zillion other things and it corrects my under eye area. This has been my corrector every single day since I got it. It has replaced all my other correctors. As of right now, this is my holy grail under eye corrector. I can also wear this without concealer over it on a day where I'm wearing light makeup. It just works so beautifully underneath my eyes. I just cannot get over how much I like this product. This is, as of right now, the end of February, my product of the year, actually. I got a few things from Flower Beauty. I don't think I've gone through all of them yet, but I wanted to go ahead and give this little guy a shout out. It is the Hydra Silk Ultimate Lip Butter, and I have the shade, oh good God, I can't read this. Naked Petal. Let's just say it's Naked Petal, and I'll put it on the screen if it's something different, but this writing is so tiny. I'm not lying when I say how tiny this writing is. Can you see that? I mean, if any human can see that, it's not just because I'm 42. If a normal person can see that, that's crazy. This shade is the perfect shade, and I think that I heard about this shade on Emily Noel's channel as just being a good kind of peachy nude. It is, and these are super, super hydrating. It's a great just throw on everyday kind of beigey nude lip. I have been loving that so much. I love the way it feels on my lips. So since we're on the Flower Beauty train, I'm just gonna launch into the fails and go back to the faves. I got this Shimmer and Shade eyeshadow palette. This has shades that technically I should really love. I've tried to make it work. There's a lot of kick up. There's an overwhelming number of shimmer shades to other shades. Shimmer, 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 slight shimmer here. So there's a medium toned matte and a deep matte. And actually, I think those even have a sheen to them. There's no kind of matte, semi-sheen, highlight shade, or transition shade. I can line with either one of these, that's fine. I was able to make it work, but the colors fade on me throughout the day. So even if they did have the exact shades that I needed, there are much better drugstore palettes that do, in fact, last on my eyes. And this lipstick, I got this because I really liked the color. This is the Petal Something lipsticks in the color Spiced Petal. This is supposed to be just a cream formula, and it does say it has antioxidants in it. So that's the middle color right there. You've got lipstick, lipstick, concealer. It's a great color. The color is the perfect, I would say, interview lip color. It's a great professional color to wear. It does last on the lips really nicely, but it is not moisturizing at all. I feel like if I'm gonna wear something like this, I would rather wear a cream lipstick that I have that is hydrating. I thought because it said it had lip conditioning ingredients and antioxidants in it that it was going to be hydrating, but it really doesn't claim to be hydrating, and it's not. And I like hydrating lip products. I feel like they're more flattering, they're more comfortable, and it's just not as comfortable. I do like the packaging though, so it's a little bit unfortunate. A few of you knew I had tried out the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation a little while back. I was actually supposed to update it in my January favorites, and I forgot. I could not continue with that foundation review because it made me break out terribly. I don't know what it is in it. I have sensitive skin. It is not good for me. I did like the way it looked on my skin, but I couldn't wear it. So the color that I match in this is soft beige, if you're wondering what you would wear if you had my skin tone. Alrighty, here's where it's gonna get sticky. A lot of people really like this product. It's the Becca Under Eye Anti-Fatigue Primer. I can't tell the difference in my under eyes when I wear this versus when I don't. Maybe it's because I do a lot of hydration. I experimented with this quite a lot. I used it with my whole process. I'll link my video where I show you different tips for your under eyes if you kind of struggle with that area. But I incorporated it into there as my primer. I used it with coconut oil after. If you're confused about that, watch that video. I did all those steps without it under one eye. I did all those steps with it under another eye. I couldn't tell the difference. I left out the coconut oil. I've used it with the coconut oil. I've used it in all different ways, and I just cannot tell a difference either way. And I've never, not once, gotten the cooling effect from this product. I do like that it's so light and it feels really balmy on the skin and on my finger. You can't feel it under the eyes. It doesn't feel like you're adding an extra layer. It's got kind of a waxy feel on your finger, but on your skin, it just feels very airy. It does feel like your skin can still breathe, but it's not creamy. And when you have texture under your eyes, you do want something creamy. And I feel like when I was layering this over creamy products, it kind of took away some of that moisture. I just didn't really feel like as the day went on, it did much for my under eyes. This was a fail for me. I know that's going to be surprising to a lot of people because a lot of people like it. And I think maybe the younger your under eye area is, maybe the better this works. It didn't work for me. I had asked in another video if you wanted to see a full foundation road test on the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream Foundation, or if you just want me to update you at the end of this month in my favorites. I never really got a full consensus on that, so I'm just gonna give you an update. I like this foundation. I found that it's very lightweight. It does offer good coverage. I do have to blot around the 4-hour mark, so it's not a non-blotter type foundation if you have oily combination skin like me, but I do have sensitive skin. It didn't flare anything up. I really did like it with their Velvet Blurring Primer. Like I said, you do need to blot, but not every 2 hours, maybe every 4 to 5 hours, and it just looks nice on the skin. It does last nicely and it covers well. My first declutter on my channel last month, it was a blush declutter, and that's so me. I'm all about decluttering and organizing. I've been wanting to do a declutter on my channel since I started my channel, so I'm glad to finally be starting that. So I do a declutter, and what do I do in February? I go buy 2 new blushes, these Clinique Cheek Pops, because during February, you guys recommended these to me. I don't know why I've never tried these. These things are great. They're so cute and so little. The packaging is absolutely adorable. It's some of the cutest packaging I've ever seen. The flower with the lucite. I have seen these. Is it lucite or acrylic? Whatever. I have seen these before. I just never bothered picking them up. I don't know why I don't think to try more Clinique products, because most that I've tried are really good actually. I got the color Nude Pop and Melon Pop. These colors are right up my alley. Melon Pop gives me such a nice glow, and the Nude Pop is a great neutral to wear with really anything. I love these blushes. They're absolutely great, and thank you guys for telling me to get them. Just got these 2 palettes very, very recently. I got the Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat in PR. I haven't done just a separate video because I feel like a lot of them have just recently been done, and I didn't want to, you know, do the same thing, but I have played with it. It's really, really pretty. I would be happy to do a tutorial or get ready with me with this if you would like. I never jumped on board with the Naked Heat. From what I understand, pretty much all the shades are very close to shades in Naked Heat except for this orange shade. For me, who doesn't have Naked Heat, this is a great little palette. I like it because it's travel friendly. I feel like you could do kind of a warm neutral look. You could punch it up with that orange shade or anything you really want to do. And the Anastasia Soft Glam, which as of right now, today when I'm filming this, is only available on the website. This is so pretty. I don't think that you are duplicating Modern Renaissance with this palette. I'm gonna get Modern Renaissance out really quickly. If you have Modern Renaissance, yes, there's a couple of the same colors, but they're really good transition colors and highlight colors that are necessary. I love having the black in the palette. This to me is a more everyday palette that I can travel with than Modern Renaissance because of the super warm reddish tones in here. I didn't really travel with this because it wasn't quite as versatile. This one's a little bit more versatile. I have this on today. I mixed rose pink and glistening for the lid color. In the transition area, I have orange soda, and then I have cypress umber in the outer corner, and then I transitioned it a little bit into the shimmer shades with rustic, and then I lined also with cypress umber, and then I have tempera up on my brow bone. Just very simple, wearable, you know how I roll, simple, wearable every day. But yeah, that's what I did today, and it's just easy. I like that I can go a little more neutral, or I can go a little more warm, whatever. I have been enjoying this palette so far, and I think that you would too, for sure. I like having both for different reasons. That's it. Those are my February ramblings, February faves, fails, updates, all that good stuff. Let me know what you liked in February. I love seeing those in the comments because it gives me ideas for things to try. Let me know what didn't work for you. It gives me ideas for things to stay away from too. Thank you again so much for watching. And again, if you're not subscribed, I would love for you to become part of the family. Hit that subscribe button. And if you're not following me on social media, I'll put those on the screen and down below. So you can follow me over on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, all those good places. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.